Hey everyone, welcome back to Garnock Reviews, where today we're looking at a 1996 Grand Banks 38 Eastbay EX. I've been on many Grand Banks trawler yachts over the years, but this was the first time I've actually been on their Eastbay model, and I was very impressed with what I could see. This is another top quality brokerage listing that's currently on offer through Mark Ziegler Yacht Sales, and this one's laying in Jacksonville, Florida. I've included a link here to his website and his cell phone number. As you walk around the deck, you can tell that this is a Grand Banks, even although it's not your traditional trawler. You've got the wide decks, you've got solid construction everywhere, you've got handrails and grab rails. And I also like the wood accent features that we have throughout the boat, where it's got enough woodwork to give it that elegance and class, but at the same time, this is a low maintenance boat, so you're not having to work on the boat every weekend and instead can enjoy the boat. As you make your way to the bow, there's a Maxwell VW800 electric windlass, and it's got a bow roller, and this is currently equipped with a CQR plough anchor with a chain rod, and there's a washdown system both at the bow and also in the aft cockpit. As we stand here and look back aft, you can see just how spacious and beamy this boat is, which is great not only for walking around the boat, but it makes it a very stable boat when you're out at sea. I really like the quality finish that's on the stainless steel windshield frame, and there's actually a small opening section in the middle as well for additional fresh air and ventilation. And this leads around to the aft cockpit. And in this boat, the aft cockpit can be used for a number of activities, whether you're into fishing, diving, sightseeing and photography. There's plenty of room and comfort here, regardless. Currently, the boat has got a large bimini cover over the top, and this is easily removed, but at the same time it does give great protection from the sun and allows you to spend more time outside. And on the transom here, you'll see you've got the shower controls. You've also got a bathing platform here, teak bathing platform, and it's got the steps for coming back in off the water. It's also got the Edson stainless steel dinghy davit mounts on the transom here, if you ever wanted to have a tender on the back. And as I open the door here to the transom to the bathing platform, you can see just how thick the hull is. This is a very well built yacht that still shares the same design and build quality that Grand Banks is famous for. And under the deck on the aft cockpit, there's multiple storage areas. These hatches open up and they give you access to different mechanical features, such as the rudder, but they also allow you to have storage compartments, which has been used for things like life jackets and safety equipment, so it's easily accessible but also out of the way. I like the fact that the mast and the canopies you see here, these can all be lowered relatively quickly. So if you are either delivering this boat via road or you're somewhere where there's height restrictions going through bridges, it wouldn't take much effort at all to make this compatible with your needs. And inside where the main cockpit is, you've got a seating here, probably for around 6 adults, with a teak folding table in the middle for food and drinks and things like that. All the canopies you see here have recently been replaced, and I like the fact that they've got sections that can be opened, and obviously you can remove the canopy in total if you wanted to, but it does give you more configuration options depending on your needs and requirements. There's an area here on the port side that's ideal for storing charts and any vital paperwork that you need for the boat. And then on the starboard side is the main helm with all the electronics. You've got a Robertson AP 3000X autopilot. There's a standard Horizon Explorer VHF radio. You got a North Star 952X GPS and plotter. Next to it is the Raymarine E120 GPS plotter and radar. You've got the Raymarine ST60 Plus, and then of course you've got the full engine instrumentation. I also like the fact that the main helm seat, as comfortable as this is, it also swivels around so that if you're not underway, you can use this to face your guest who's either in the main cockpit or in the aft cockpit as well. Underneath the main cockpit is where you'll find the engines, and there is actually an electronic engine hatch cover that's easy to raise. And this is where you'll find a pair of Caterpillar 3126 TA turbo diesel engines. And they've got approximately 420 horsepower each, and they've got somewhere in the region of 1600 engine hours. Where most Grand Banks trawler yachts are typically in the 10 to 15 knot window, this boat will easily exceed 20 knots. We also have a generator down here that's inside its own sound shield box, and it's got less than 500 hours on the clock. I like the fact that when I was down here, there's plenty of room to access everything you need for your day-to-day maintenance and all your safety checks. And that includes the 2 Rackor fuel water separators and filters, and the internal sea strainers on each engine, and things along that nature. But as you can see here as well, all the decking that is easily accessible and easily removed. So if you were ever doing larger maintenance tasks, if you ever do need to do an engine rebuild or even an engine replacement, it is far easier to access these engines, which will save you both time and money. And I've been on a lot of boats that talk about having spares for the engines, but this is one of the first boats I've been in where the spares actually include a spare prop as well. As we make our way into the accommodation area, there's just a couple of steps down, and here you see we have the galley on the port side. And for a boat of this size and style, it is very well equipped. Just above the microwave is the gauges and controls for the generator. And then obviously we've got the microwave oven here as well. And you've got storage throughout the galley with all these hatches securely in place so that nothing falls out while at sea. In the corner here, we've got like a cool box. And again, we've got more storage with shelving as well. And we have the oven, and this folds out of the way and is actually a 3-burner gas stove, and this locks into place as well. As we move round, there's more storage hatches here, and again everything's secure in place. This actually has a fire extinguisher in it as well, just in case you ever need it. And there's a deep storage in area here, which would be ideal for things like possibly plates, knives, forks, and things like that. There's a single sink, but I found this to be a very deep sink, so it's still ideal for a boat of this size. There's more cabinets up here. And then you'll see you've got a number of drawers and lockers underneath. And as we turn around further astern, you've got the fridge in here as well. And I liked how they've got the door on the fridge where it blends in with the main accommodation area rather than looking obviously like a fridge. And opposite the galley is the saloon area, and you can see we've got U-shaped seating here, and this actually lowers down to become a double berth as well, and the cushions at the back just act as an infill for it. and we've got a wide range of both natural and artificial lights. And then this is also where you'll find all your switch panels and control panels for everything on board. And as we move forward, you've got the heads compartment, and this also has a shower behind the door as well. And I'm somewhere around 6'2", 6'3", and I had plenty of headroom walking around the accommodation area, including in the heads area as well. Opposite there is a hanging locker space, and I liked how it's got the vents on the door, not both for appearance but also to allow ventilation. And then that leads to the owner's master cabin forward, where you've got a walk around berth here, and I believe this is a queen size bed, and you can see all the storage cabinets on both sides, and you've got the hatches on the side for natural light. You've got the artificial lights in here as well, and there's also a large opening hatch above the bed as well. It'd be very easy to use this boat for long weekends and vacations and things like that. It's very comfortable, there's ample storage everywhere. And I'd like to thank everybody's time for watching this video. I'd like to thank Mark Ziegler for allowing us back on board. And I've included a link to his website on the description. And I look forward to catching you on the next one. Thanks everyone.